Hi, this is MIcornus Phokane, the leader and the founder of the Young Men Empowerment Forum. Yes, we are wrapping up this topic. We speak about habits, and these are underrated habits that are very important, yet they're underrated. And these are the habits that would actually open up doors for you. Habits that will bring your breakthrough. When you are an individual who hearken unto these habits, you will see your breakthrough. And we are wrapping up this topic today. This is part 5, and I believe that you have learned in the previous sessions, part 1 to 4. And if not, if you have not seen them, please, you can page back and check them under the topic underrated habits, habits that are underrated, but yet they bring success. And I want you to follow us there, and the good Lord will bless us to do that. Now, the first habit that I want to deal with today, very underrated, but yet very key and important, is what we call smart recovery. Smart recovery is a habit. Smart recovery is a good skill that young men that have actually learned this, they're actually doing very well. And they can tell you that they've seen breakthrough after teaching them about this type of habit, a smart recovery. Now, smart recovery is rest that is actually put as a schedule. Because rest isn't what you do when you are done. Rest, it is how you prepare for what is next as well. Now, it is very important that you look at preparing for what you're going to do next. And how you prepare is going to actually set off the exhaustion that's supposed to come when you actually do it. Because remember, without a plan, you are going to be haphazard and you'll find yourself actually being all over the place. And you'll find yourself exhausting yourself by not working smart, but working hard. And I always say to people, it is very important that you work smarter, not only hard, because hard may not be enough. And hard may be exhausting, but not achieving the purpose. So you definitely need to work smart if you are to become better, and if you are to do things that are going to help you. And I want to emphasize that when you have what we call smart recovery, or have an attitude of smart recovery, it's when you are actually planning in advance and saying, tomorrow I'm going to do this, I'm going to put up my plan clear, and I want to prepare the work of tomorrow so that when you arrive tomorrow to actually do what you're supposed to do, it becomes lighter because you planned for it. It becomes easier. It doesn't strain you in thinking and in strategizing, because you would have actually prepared and strategized in advance. Then when you actually get into the real work, it is swift and easy. It is actually not difficult actually to run through it in an easier manner. And that's what we call a smart recovery, because you are able to recover earlier. And you are able to recover even during the process of doing that which you are doing, because you're prepared thoroughly in time. Now, rest can also mean to rest when you are done. Rest can only mean that you rest in advance before you start. And this is very important, that you actually articulate rest in a proper manner and align it to a way that is suited to you. Align it to a way that helps you to recover. And people that develop such habits are actually doing it to suit them, and they will tell you that they've become successful because of this kind of habits. And they practice them more and more every day and all over again in a way that they've actually become better with that. And we want to urge you as a young man to actually have what we call smart recovery. And when you have smart recovery, your life shall never be the same again, because you will be able to articulate the rest in a proper manner. Now, the last habit that I want to speak about today, which will actually help you to have a breakthrough, and of course, it will help you to see success in your life, is full attention. That's what we call full attention. Now, full attention is being fully here for one thing, being halfway there for everything. And I want to say this because it's very important. There are people that are not attentive enough when things are being said. But then as a result, when you're supposed to do that thing that you were told about, how it is done, you're not able to do it. And what it does, then it frustrates you, number one. And number two, also, it actually makes you to delay or to actually work twice as harder, because you didn't hear or listen attentively when they were teaching you on how to operate this particular machine. how to operate this particular project, how to manage this particular way, how to lead this particular project. When you are not listening attentively, you've missed on some ways of how to do it. And therefore, because of that, it takes you twice as long to actually accomplish anything in your life. Now, we are saying as Young Men Empowerment Forum, learn what we call full attention. Now, full attention is actually taking, not only listening with your ears, but it takes also being there with your full self, presenting yourself there with your mind, with your emotions, with your body as well, being there fully so that you're fully attentive and you can actually walk out of the place and say, but I've heard, I have seen, and I've understood, and therefore I can do it better because I've learned it thoroughly because I was there totally. And I want to tell you now that a lack of attention is actually costly. It's costly in time, one. It's also costly in money, because remember that time is money in any case. Therefore, when you are not there in the first way, the first place, and to become attentive and learn, to be attentive and hear what needs to be done, you are going to fail. And that will actually distract you from succeeding. Now, being fully there, as I said, you need to be there totally attentive. Now, sometimes our attention is disturbed by distractions around us, maybe noises around us, maybe some issues that we have in our minds, and our minds are noisy. We're having noises in our minds. And some of you know exactly what you're talking about, whereby you are so preoccupied in your mind that there are a lot of noises that you're not able to give attention to details. You're not able to give attention to some issues that are being said and mentioned. You're not able to pay attention to some things that are being demonstrated right in front of you. Now, full attention is very important. And as I said, you need to fully be there. And some of the distractions of actually distracting attention is lack of interest. Because when you're not interested in the topic that is being discussed, you're going to be distracted in it and you're not going to give full attention. And sometimes we are complacent and think that we know and don't give full attention because we think that we know. Only at the end to do mistakes in the very same thing that you thought that you know. And I want to urge you as a young man to learn to lend full attention, to learn the habit of full attention, because it's very important. Because full attention brings focus as well. You are able to focus when you have given full attention of everything that is within the specific area where you are, that has been taught around you, that has been told to you. Well, when you are actually attentive to that, you have what we call full focus. And particularly that full focus in the beginning will help you to focus going forward as well. And I want to help you that it will actually shape you into a focused human being when you are able to give full focus or full attention at all times. So full attention as a habit is very key for you as a young man, for your breakthroughs and for your success as well. We want to end up here. Your host, MIcornus Phokane. This was part 5, of course, of this great topic. We hope that you've learned quite a bit out of it. And we want to urge you as a young man today to follow us on our social media platforms. And I'm sure some of you are following us already. Our TikTok account, a lot of our young audience are following us on the TikTok account. It's a very buzzy account. It is under MIcornus Phokane. So please follow us on the TikTok account and make sure that you learn out of the topics that we have addressed there and that we are addressing. Also, I want to draw your attention to our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is under Young Men Empowerment Forum. So please subscribe to the YouTube channel and make sure that you click the notification button as well on it. And as you do so, the good Lord will bless you. Don't forget also our Facebook page is Facebook page, Young Men Empowerment Forum. And also my personal Facebook page is MIcornus Phokane as well. I want to urge you, please click like, click follow on that page of the Facebook page. And please make sure that you click notification buttons on all our social media platforms. But more above that, please share these platforms, links to your loved ones, to your family, to your relatives. It could be your colleagues at work as well. So please share these links of these platforms to them, because they are going to gain out of it as well, and they will learn and they will appreciate you thereafter for sharing these links with them. May the good Lord bless you until we deal with another topic one day again. Allow us to check out right here and say cheers for now.